Welcome to today's segment of Marching Forward Mondays. We do have 5 presenters today, so I will make sure that at the 6-minute mark, I'm going to interrupt you, unfortunately, because we need to make sure that we have enough time to get through the presentations. Alexis, I think we'll wait another minute or so just to make sure we have majority of the folks here. And presenters, can you just check in the chat, please? Okay, wonderful. All right, Lex, you want to kick it off?
Sure. Good afternoon again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for our Marching Forward Monday VBE showcase. Like Mimi said, we will have 5 Navoba certified veteran business enterprises presenting their companies. I ask that if you're not speaking, if you could please keep your microphone muted, but as always, feel free to use the chat function throughout the session. This is being recorded and it will be available to you all and on our website. So please welcome our first presenter, Tim Legler.
Hello, can you hear me okay, Alexis?
Can I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
All right. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tim Legler, and I'm the founder CEO of the original Monk Fruit Company. Next, please. I currently reside about 45 minutes north of Atlanta, Georgia. Started out my life out of Minnesota, moved to Wisconsin my later school years, and went into the military right after high school. I got out of the military and got my degree in laser optics from the Texas State Technical Community College. Worked in the semiconductor field for a while and then went into the energy industry where I started out as a technician and worked my way up to Director of Renewable Energy Service. Next slide, please. The product I am trying to take to market is flavored water enhancer sweetened with organic monk fruit. If you're not familiar with water enhancers, they're usually like a 2-ounce bottle or a box of stick packets where it's flavored and also usually comes with some kind of enhancement like vitamins, electrolytes, or whatnot, caffeine. What you do is you add either the stick packet or a little squirt of the fluid into a typical sized water bottle, 16.9 inch or 16.9 ounce, 500 milliliters. I started down this path in the spring of 2019 where I had started a keto diet, and I'd found out that all these different sweeteners were not really good for the body. Although a lot of the artificial sweeteners say they were 0 calorie, they actually affect your blood sugar, which is what you don't want during a keto diet. I was really trying to be organic and pure to my body. So I was trying to stay away from the Cokes and anything that wasn't pure, try to stay away from sugar. And I just came upon, and I've used them before, were the water enhancer. I just like the flavor more, had less stuff in it and whatnot. Good things about the water enhancer, you always have some added vitamins, electrolytes, and a way to flavor a bottle of water anywhere you go. Very convenient and compact. You can carry it in your purse, gym bag, car. Keeps and stays in the heat and whatnot. Next slide, please. So monk fruit itself is a fairly new sweetener. It's all natural and it's doesn't affect blood sugar. Still categorized as low glycemic. I don't think there is a no glycemic, but That's what it's listed as. So it's great for any kind of diet, low calorie, low fat, low carb, keto. The taste profile is excellent. It's popular in the keto world. Like I said earlier, I try to stay away from artificial sweeteners, and as being in the industry and whatnot, as many of you probably are, that people in general are moving towards a more healthy lifestyle, more natural foods. I tried the stevia, which is a natural sweetener, but I really didn't like it. And I read, through my research that a lot of people don't like the aftertaste. Again, staying away from the sugars, high fructose corn syrup, and the sugar alcohols is the kind of can cause some gastrointestinal discomfort with people. Next slide, please. Yeah, so I thought this up in spring 2019, like I said, when I was on the keto diet. Started getting everything ready, incorporated the business in July of 2019. Hired a professional formulator, and that went on for a very long time, more than a year. Last summer, I discovered that my product and my branding that I had created just didn't really stick out on the shelves. So I started a rebranding effort, and what you see there is what will be put on the shelves. At the same time, most of last year, I was working on funding as well. Next slide, please. Oh, wrong one. That's the coffee guys.
Sorry about that. I don't know why my laptop just skipped all of them. We'll get there one day.
All right, go forward. There we go. This screen, I did my research. This screen just shows that I cited a few different research companies that said that the enhanced water product is going to continue to increase year over year. They estimate 13% CAGR year over year. Next, please. So my target audience, my target customer are the big box stores, distributors, and online, Amazon in particular. I have done my vendors submissions for all the big names that sell grocery. I have buyer contacts for Kroger, Albertsons, Publix. Just haven't really got I'm contacting them. I haven't got any traction quite yet, but still working on that. Distributors, monk fruit's expensive, so with their added markup, I'm just afraid that the cost on the shelves is going to be significantly higher than the other products there. Even though it is organic monk fruit, I could probably get away with it being $1 or $2 more above it, but I really want to stay within a price range of the other products there. So what I've been pushing at right now is just to get my product online at Amazon. Just a few little COVID issues right now, or else I'd have that product on Amazon by now, but the bottling industry for hand sanitizer seems to have the whole bottling industry behind. Next, please. Here's showing you the team of advisors that's been helping me out. They are the very well educated and experienced in their own fields. Next, please. And in summary, like I was talking before, I had my rebranding. If you look off to the right, you can see even those pictures a little fuzzy, and that's only a interpretation. It's not the real product on the shelves. We can see that my graphics company went a different way, and this item's really going to stick out on the shelves. It's really going to, I think it's really going to move the product well. I'm very confident about the product. The taste is just great. It's just so much more better than stevia, in my opinion, and many others. It's really popular in keto world. I have plenty of YouTube influencers to, push the product. It stands on the shelves, and really, I kind of, detailed it to be for the health conscious, for those who want to eat better and whatnot. And it this particular brand that came out first is called, I'm sorry, is the first item I'm coming out with is going to have B vitamins and electrolytes. That concludes what I have. Thank you for listening. Have a great afternoon. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. And then up next, we have Paris Love.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paris Love. I'm an Army veteran and CEO of the Paris Love Productivity Institute, and I'm your partner in helping you accomplish the things that you talk about but never get around to doing. Next slide, please. I'm an award-winning full-service productivity and accountability firm. We are super passionate about helping individuals gain confidence, be more productive, so you reduce bottleneck, realign your brain, and reinvigorate your bank account. And we help overextended professionals just like you overcome those barriers that are keeping you disorganized, dissatisfied, and discontent in your life, business, or career. I'm part of Bunker Labs, VIP graduate, VRISE graduate. 2020, I was a finalist for the Veteran and Military Spouse Entrepreneur Awards. I am veteran-owned, woman-owned, and a NAVOBA certified veteran. Next slide, please. I founded my business Organized with Love in 2003. I rebranded in 2011 to the Paris Love Productivity Institute. I am a former Army sergeant. I was never a drill sergeant, but everyone calls me the drill sergeant of productivity, and I am an Indian motorcycle rider. I was born to organize and hold individuals accountable to getting things done. Some interesting facts about me: I have 10 published books. I was on the A&E Hoarder Show. I was the organizing expert for IKEA Atlanta. I hold undergraduate degrees in psychology and fashion, a master's degree in human resource management and business administration, and I'm finishing my dissertation in advanced studies in human behavior. Next slide, please. The problem that I see is lack of time, lack of systems, missed opportunities, indecision, anxieties, lost revenue, and feeling like 24 hours in a day is just not enough. And add leadership skills. Next slide, please. Problem solved. This was a client that we had that was afraid to have clients come over, could not find what he needed when he needed it. And 6 hours later, as you can see from the before and after pictures, he was able to find what he needed, manage the paper flow, and his co-workers actually thought he had new furniture because they couldn't see the furniture before. Next slide, please. So the new normal, we are in a pandemic. So a lot of us are working at home and co-working and sharing space with others. So this client was, as you can see, overwhelmed with paper. 6 hours later, and it must be something with 6 hours with me, she was able to see the carpet, manage her paper flow. And yes, we went through every piece of paper. We had to touch every piece. We found money, we found checks. But in the end, we were able to shred the papers that she didn't need and create a filing system for the papers she did need. Next slide, please. Our solution: effective time management, systems and processes that work, confident in decision-making, increasing your bottom line, more time to enjoy life, a peace of mind, increasing your productivity, better working environment, and high-performance leadership skills. Next slide, please. Our plan: we offer an organizational efficiency plan. This is an expert evaluation that brings fresh eyes, combined with our years of experience and proven technologies into our clients' organization, our recipe is simplifying paper flow, minimizing wasted time, maximizing employee efficiency, improving workflow efficiency, improving office processes and systems, improving employee retention, and minimizing expenses and problems. Next slide, please. Our customer clients are DMH Real Estate Investment, Fifth Third Bank, Heavenly Treats for You. Our military contract that we had was with the Minority Business Enterprise that was in Mobile, Alabama, which is now called Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, Strategic Wealth Specialist, Marissa Q. Payne, Southern Psychiatry Association, Griffin Realty, Incredible One Enterprises. Next slide, please. Here are our capabilities. We are registered in Georgia and Tennessee. Our primary NAS code is 812-990 under personal organizer services. However, we do fall under professional management development training, management consulting services, business planning and organizing services, productivity improvement consultant, and training and development consultant. Next slide, please. So who do you know that's an overextended professional, just like you, who are trying to overcome those barriers that are keeping them disorganized, dissatisfied, and discontent in business, life, or in career? These could be other CEOs, middle and upper management, that perhaps they have employees that are stuck in the weeds, because a lot of times we're working from home. So there's a different type of accountability than having someone directly in your face, holding you accountable to getting your job done. One of our clients said that after working with us, they increased their clients 25%, their profits 100%. Can you get excited about 100% profit? I can get excited. So I want you to get excited as well. We pride ourselves on getting to the root of the problem so that you and your team can effectively maximize your time, energy, and resources. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. And up next, we have Josh Howard. Is Josh Howard in?
You want to go ahead forward and I'll reach out to him.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, now we have Luke Schneider.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Luke Schneider. I'm the CEO and founder of Fire Department Coffee, and I'm a Navy veteran. And we're here to rescue you from ordinary coffee. Next slide, please. Our company is run by firefighters. I am a full-time firefighter for the city of Rockford, firefighter and a paramedic as well. Our vice president is also a full-time firefighter and paramedic, and our chief operating officer is a firefighter, paramedic, and we have a handful of other firefighters, first responders, and veterans that work for our company. I recently just took a personal leave of absence from the fire department to focus solely on Fire Department Coffee, as well as make sure my family gets the attention they need with the rate that the business has been growing. Next slide, please. So we are recently Novoba certified and proud to be veteran owned. Our company was founded in 2016. Our coffee is freshly roasted, and we are primarily a direct to consumer, and we primarily sell online through our web store. We're currently roasting around 1 million pounds of coffee, and we have the capacity now for 6 million pounds of coffee annually. We have 2 locations in the city of Rockford. We have our roasting facility, and we recently purchased a 36,000 square foot industrial building for our warehouse and our direct to consumer online distribution, as well as our plans to expand into retail. We are currently shipping 1,000+ orders a day, and we have a pretty robust and online presence. Currently, we're getting around 300,000 visitors to our website, and our social media gets millions of views weekly. And next slide, please. So we are recently Novoba certified and proud to be veteran owned. Our company was founded in 2016. Our coffee is freshly roasted, and we primarily a direct to consumer, and we primarily sell online through our web store. We're currently roasting around 1 million pounds of coffee, and we have 2 locations in the city of Rockford. We have our When we started Fire Department Coffee, I was passionate. Well, I'm very passionate about coffee and making coffee, but also passionate about supporting our fellow first responders. So when Fire Department Coffee was launched, we wanted to make sure that it not only tasted great, but gave back to our fellow first responders. Last year, we were able to donate over $26,000 to sick and injured firefighters and first responders. Next slide, please. So we have a combined of 1.8 million followers on social media. The person that's on the phone right there is our Vice President, Jason Patton. He's more of the face of the company. I run the company and the operations and majority owner in the company, but Jason's more of the personality, and he's great for social media and creating content. He's also an influencer that we work with, and he's also a part owner in the company. And we have another influencer that we're working with. But in the firefighter community, Jason is the main influencer out there. He's also likely going to have a TV show here in the near future. Next slide, please. This is our original medium roast coffee. This is where it started. It's a blend of Central and South American coffee beans. And it's a bold, smooth cup of coffee. And the stronger you brew it, the better it tastes. Next slide, please. This is our Shellback Espresso. So also another popular coffee that we have. It pays homage to my Navy veteran roots, and being a shellback in the Navy is when you cross the equator. And I was fortunate and have the opportunity to do that 2 times. Next slide, please. We also have a unique spirit-infused coffee. This is a proprietary process that we created. It started out by conditioning coffees in barrels, and I found that the consistency in the process was very inconsistent. Different barrels have different moisture levels and char levels. So I started experimenting with infusing the alcohol directly into the beans and created the spirit-infused coffee process. There's no alcohol, so it's safe to drink on the job. We have tested that in a lab. Next slide, please. So this is our lineup of what we're wanting to focus on for our retail expansion. We have our medium roast, our dark roast, our skull crushing espresso, shellback espresso, and the bourbon-infused coffee. We also have a rum, tequila, Irish whiskey, and we started doing limited release launches of different flavors, and it's infused with real spirits. But we recently did a vanilla bean bourbon and a black cherry bourbon, and those have been extremely popular. Next slide, please. We also have single serve pods. They're compatible with your Keurig brewers. Next slide, please. And this is a floor display that we're working on. This is just a prototype. We're working on sourcing these floor displays. We've spoke to multiple retailers, and we've got a lot of verbals right now. We just started conversations and talking to retailers, but a lot of them have told us they're going to be picking us up and working with us directly. We have the capabilities. We have 2 loading docks at our new facility. We have the capabilities to ship direct, and we would love to work with retailers who are able to help us get our brand and our story and our mission out there. And we would love to work with any retailers or other companies who could help us continue our mission of making coffee, great coffee, and also supporting our fellow first responders. Next slide, please. Thank you for your time and the opportunity to present today. I look forward to speaking with anyone who's interested. Please connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'll add my email here in the chat. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Luke. And last but not least, we have Damon Crum.
Hi, my name is Damon Crump. I am the CEO and founder of Jewel Sanitary Napkins LLC, which is actually the home of famous rain pads. And rather than really tell you guys about our product, I plan on showing you all today with a demonstration on what separates us from all the other sanitary napkins out there in the market today. Just to give you a quick background of the company, actually, well, I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. We just currently moved on Saturday, moved into our brand new 14,000 square foot building. We launched the company in 2019, our first year, on a $6 product. We did $1.5 million in revenue. 2020, in the midst of a pandemic, we did 3.5 million in revenue. And this year alone, we have a lofty goal of $10 million in revenue. So how about that demonstration? Here's one of our pads. We have 5 variations. I want everyone to just see how thin it is because it's very, very key. And this has been a crucial part in us selling our products, is the fact that we're able to demonstrate them. Now what I'm going to do is take 50 milliliters of water. We found out that the average female, when they're on their cycle, they give off anywhere from 15 to 50 milliliters throughout the day while they're on their cycles. So what we're going to do is go to the top end, and as we see, this is a lot of fluid to be going into a pad at one time. One of the issues that we found out from our medical consultants that we literally consult with, I want you to see all the water is gone, is that it's the fact that women are wet. When you literally have bacteria, your body is 96.7, 98.7 degrees by nature. And now you're talking about heat. That's literally a recipe for disaster, leading to things potentially like urinary tract infections and urinary tract and yeast infections. Now, obviously, guys, we don't make any medical claims towards our product. We're just being educated about the problem we're helping solve because women are wet, and the fact that now our product is helping to keep them comfortable and dry. So as you guys saw, we were able to go on the top end, but now what I wanted to do was show you with 50 milliliters, and I'm going to take a dry red napkin here, right? And I'm going to begin to apply this to our pad just to see. I want you guys to see that I'm actually pressing here. So you can see there's some force being put here. And literally, this is what I come up with right here after pouring 50 milliliters onto our pads. Now, most people wonder about our absorbency system and why I'm tearing it apart, because I'm going to literally tear this apart for you all, right? I'm going to tear apart the interior so you can see this for yourself in terms of the power of our product. I'm going to take a cup of water after pouring 50 milliliters onto our pad. And I want you to see the cup is halfway full. Make sure the camera's
doesn't have the link.
Camera guy here. And I'm going to
I haven't
literally
gotten anything from him.
take the absorbency out,
Had
and
I
I'm going
emailed?
to drop it in to the cup, right? I'm going to take the entire interior out. That's wet already with 50 milliliters. I keep emphasizing that for a reason. Our product is infused with a Nobel Prize winning material called graphene. Obviously, the gentleman who founded graphene back in 2004, they won the Nobel Prize in 2010 for discovering this amazing natural material. And guys, we have been able to capitalize on it, and it has changed women's lives and our lives as well financially. Now, graphene helps with bacteria. It is a 99.9% bacteria killer. That's why many of the testimonies that we've been receiving, that the smell has been gone. It's been helping with their cramps. Once again, we don't make any medical claims or any claims towards our product. We're sharing the testimonies that you all can literally read on our website. If you visit www.rainpads.com, REIGN pads.com, you can read them for yourself, the testimonies that we're receiving, how women are saying their cycles are shortened. They're no longer 7 to 10 days, 2 to 3 days. All of these things are coming into us. But graphene, more than anything, it contains what's called vibrational energy, positive electrons that have been a help to immune boosting and metabolism. This is what we've been reporting. We're going to actually demonstrate the power of graphene. All of our products have this strip that you see right here. This is literally a graphene strip here, right? I'm going to take this strip. I'm going to take a 7-watt light bulb that's sitting in my hand. I want you to see this. Obviously, I'm not being electrocuted. Nothing's happening to me with the strip. You see the bulb is not lighting at all. But the minute when I put it inside my hand, I want you to see that it literally illuminates because of the graphene that's inside all of our strips. But last but not least, I took a cup of water, right, after pouring 50 milliliters of fluid onto the pad. And that cup of water that I poured the inside out, I need you guys to tell me what happened to the water. It totally absorbed everything. It turned it to a gel. And right now in my hand, it's totally cool because we found out that while females are on their cycles, literally their body is running hotter than normal. And now our product has been designed to cool them off in the process. We also have panty liners for women that are past that phase. We have panty liners with the same material, right? That has wings and without wings. And we have been getting testimonies about hot flashes because of our products. Now, from a corporate perspective, how could this product help me for the big corporate giants out there? Well, what if your employees didn't have to miss work now, especially your female employees, because they were cramping or issues? What if it helped with your medical insurance because now they have to go to the doctor less? Just the possibilities of what our product can offer by having it in your arsenal, or your employees know that there's a better option for women. And our slogan is, finally, her feminine flow has met its match. We plan on doing 10 million this year. That's our lofty goal, and we're going for it. Thank you, and that's my time.
Thank you. That was awesome. So I want to thank all of the presenters. You all did a great job. I also want to apologize for the technological mishap, but I will now open the floor for questions. I saw there were some things coming through the chat, so let me take a look at that. Bridget Battles, yes, the slides and the recording will be available for everyone that had pitched today. There's contact information in the chat for American Airlines as well, if the presenters want to take a look and write that down. Luke, Nick Ladavia, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, wants to know where your coffee is from.
We're located in Rockford, Illinois, and we ship nationwide. And we are direct to consumer, but we're hoping to work with some retailers and other strategic partners directly.
I'm thinking maybe he wants to know where your coffee beans are from. I could be wrong.
Oh, I apologize. So it depends on the blend, but mostly Central and South America.
Thank you. You also have another one from Kate Weaver. Please address your current distribution model, which you've kind of gone over.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Was that for me?
Yeah.
Current distribution model. Currently, right now, we are direct to consumer. We ship approximately 1,000 orders a day currently, but we, with this new building that we just acquired, will have the capacity to ship thousands, tens of thousands of orders per day. And we do also have the capabilities to ship direct.
Thank you. And then Tabitha wants to know if you drop ship.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So that going back, it says, my question was meant where the products were sourced for Luke.
We use a coffee trader. So we go through the coffee trader, and but it's primarily Central and South Americas. There is a few farms that we work with consistently, and one of those is in Nicaragua. We purchase a lot of Nicaraguan coffee, And is there any other questions on that I could answer?
Well, we got more coffee questions. What is ballpark pricing as well as the coffee all fair trade?
Our retail pricing starts around $12 and is in that $12, $13 range for most of our coffees. Our wholesale pricing starts at $9, but we are open to discuss pricing, and we don't have any minimum orders. So we're very flexible and willing to work with strategic partners who would be a good fit that would love to work with us. And so we're very flexible and willing to discuss pricing. Our coffee is not fair trade certified. However, we do purchase many fair trade coffees.
Thank you. And if there are any other questions, we still have some time left.
And you all have lots of compliments from the attendees, to all of our presenters today. So if you get a chance to go in the chat and just take a look at it. But you all did an amazing job. Thank you.
Hey, Mimi.
Yes.
Hi, it's Tabitha, everybody. Tabitha with Lowe's. Thank you all for your time today. Amazing presentations. Great job by all. Just want to make sure that, for example, the logo that I'm seeing on my screen now, I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it, but if you have that retail type product, you need this logo on your business, on your packaging. And you need it on your website, you need it on your communications going out, you need it in your signature of your email. People need to know, because this, really validates that you've been vetted, you are who you say you are, and that you're among a group of great network. And therefore, there's a level of expectation that comes with that from, the amount of information that you're able to access and share with your peers. And it also is not only good for B2C, but B2B as well. So again, thank you all for your time. I can't express enough the need to get these logos on your packaging. If you don't have an actual retail product, still leverage it in those other ways I mentioned.
Thank you.
Any other comments, suggestions from the audience? I know we have quite a few new attendees today, so thank you all as well for coming in and joining us today. And please know that we do have Marching Forward Mondays every Monday at 2 o'clock, just different segments. Matt, you wanted to say? Sorry, go ahead.
Next Monday's MFM is the Corporate Engagement Hour. So that is March 8th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that will be featuring USAA, Excel Energy, and Train Technologies. And it is the same link that you all used today to get into this Zoom. That's the same link until the end of June.
Matt, you wanted to say a few things?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mimi. First of all, I want to thank Mimi and Alexis for putting on this program. We had over 100 people at some point I saw, so this is fantastic that we're getting this level of engagement, and it's just continuing to build, because that's just that many more opportunities for vets to be able to win some business and demonstrate the value that their companies can provide. I want to thank the presenters for being here, making sure that they're putting their best foot forward and putting a lot of effort into these presentations to make sure that you're demonstrating that value. So thank you for doing that. I think it's very helpful when we have all of that the value focus on the presentations. I want to thank Tabitha for reminding folks about the importance of the branding and letting folks know that your company is better known, especially for product packaging. They're definitely something that is going to help in every direction. Consumers like to support vets, and when retailers have your products on their shelves, they're demonstrating to those same customers that they're being supportive of veterans. And so your businesses are going to grow because you're going to sell more of your products. So having that logo on your products is a win in a bunch of different directions. Also, we're very excited about our database. So now we have a sourcing tool that's available for all of our corporate allies to search for you veteran-owned firms. So we're going to have we really need to have all of our vets go in and build out their profiles on their in the database so you can be found. So The ideal scenario would be you have a corporate ally that comes to our database, searches for what you do, and finds your company and reaches out to you and says, hey, we'd like you to be able to compete for some business. That's always preferable to, I mean, you can go about trying to reach them in many ways, but if they come to you on, so we have a question here, how do we access the database? We'll send out the link and the credentials to everybody sometime this week to make sure that they have that. We're going to have a training dedicated to how to go about using the database, and we're going to have an upcoming training to show folks how to go about building out their profiles. But don't wait for us to do that if you want to get started on it. We'd very much rather have as many profiles built out as possible. All the things that you have on your websites already that should demonstrate your value, those are the type of things we want to have inside the database, because not everybody's going to be able to go to your website and search, and this is going to be exclusively certified businesses in the database. So you want to make sure that you have your profile filled out completely with all of the information that can help potential customers learn about your business. And thanks to the corporations in advance for using that to make sure that they are always considering buying stuff from vets when they start looking for things. And so it's huge for us. I mean, this is a big win. We wanted to make sure that we did everything that we can to help vets win some business. And so this is just another one of those aspects of doing that. So that's all I really had to say. I just wanted to thank everybody again. This is wonderful. Great job, Lexi, to get all of this stuff together. And I really, and when we have some opportunities that come out of this. So if you've presented and then you've been able to connect with a customer and we have some success stories to share, please let us know that. It's wonderful that we see that the opportunities are here, but if it's actually working, we want to be able to celebrate that. So please reach out to Lexi and let us know if we've been successful with that. Other than that, that's all I had. Thank you.
I'd just like to add one more thing. I just want to make sure that everybody fully understands the database. So the database is for the Novoba corporate allies. If you're not an ally and you're interested in at least viewing it and seeing what it looks like, I'd be happy to walk you through a demo. And the same thing for our veteran businesses. When you're certified, you will be, as you all know, your information will be in our database for the corporations to search for. So I just wanted to clarify so there's not any misunderstanding that the database is open to everybody. So any other questions? My email was in the chat earlier, but it is mimi.loam@novoba.org. And I'm happy to help any of you out with information about the database or, again, corporate ally membership. Any other questions, just let us know. And if that's everything, we'll just conclude the meeting for today. And we appreciate you all attending. Natalie, if you can email me, that would be great. Nick, if you could email me also, that would be great. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. I'll keep the meeting open for a few more minutes because I know people have wanted to access the chat afterwards and I've closed it too early. So I'll still be here for a few.
Yeah, can you give us the email that you'd like us to email? This is Nick from L'Oreal.
Sure. Again, it's Mimi, MIMI.LOHM.
Could you please put it in the chat?
I am putting it there, yep,
Okay,
at novoba.org.
thank you. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending.